President Cyril Ramaphosa has ordered the evacuation of about 199 South Africans living in Wuhan, China. This follows some deliberations. These South Africans will be quarantined for 21 days at an undisclosed location. The Mail and Guardian had reported that a site in the Free State had been identified as the location to quarantine repatriated South Africans. Joining me on the line is investigations editor at the Mail and Guardian, Thanduxolo Jika. Good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. Can we confirm that Thanduxolo within the Free State province is likely the quarantine area for the repatriated people from China?
Hi. Look, Thanduxolo was the initial point where they went to assess the area so that they can quarantine people. In the latest memo, they have not really explained the position about why the location.
All right, so based on that, I mean, what do you understand has been the reaction to your article claiming, in fact, that Thanduxolo may in fact be that location?
Look, what I understand is that, people in the area are not happy, and some are planning some protests, etc. But I think this is a point that shows government actually lacked in communicating this issue properly. They've been secretive about it. The people that will be taken there have already been tested in China. It is not people that are infected. They will be quarantined, of course, for 21 days for, precautionary measures. So I think government should have actually done more to actually talk about this thing instead of being secretive.
It appears that we have coordinated strategies with multiple departments involved. I mean, is the government strategy doing well to take us into confidence, basically, regarding some of our fears about the disease? I mean, you mentioned that there has been very little communication from government on their end at this point.
Look, I do not know why they decided not to take us into their confidence as a public. There have been numerous media inquiries we sent to DERCO, Department of Health, Department of Home Affairs, and also SNDF, and they simply ignored our request for comment and clarity on this thing. And I think that is, was very much disingenuous, and it's going to cause panic.
Now, Thanduxolo, in terms of the additional services and support services on offer, I mean, we do understand that the families have requested that their family members, in fact, be repatriated for quite some time now since the outbreak. I mean, what do we understand about some of the measures that have been put in place upon their arrival? When are they expected to arrive? What does that broad plan look like at this point?
Look, I do not know when they expected to arrive, but I would think that they would be evacuated from China using military airplanes, and it does not necessarily mean that they will actually land in any public place, because then the military base actually has a runway, sorry.
And perhaps just in conclusion, I mean, we know that China's Africa's biggest trading partner. Just looking at some of the economic ramifications, upon the arrival and the outbreak of the coronavirus. I mean, what can we expect in the days and months to come?
Look, China is quite hard hit by this, and of course it is affecting us in South Africa, because we also, one of their biggest trading partners. Nobody knows, what the outlook is, and China says it's containing this virus, but we all remain to see what happens in the next coming months.
All right. Let's leave it there. Thanduxolo Jika, of course, from the Mail and Guardian, just updating us on that article that, of course, appeared within the Mail and Guardian. Some reactions to President Cyril Ramaphosa, in fact, directing the repatriation of South African citizens, and some speculation as to where that quarantine zone might be in South Africa. Tabanchu, located within the Free State, is currently been touted as the designated area. We'll continue to update you as we receive more information on that.